And there will be a Zealot out there to block off that, or to fully wall that off. A gas steal going down from Elven Lite.
Yeah, but he's not taking his own gas, so are we gonna see the Spanishiwa build? I think it's actually becoming more and more popular. I actually faced it today in the ladder, and that was a lot of fun to experiment with. Thankfully I won the game, but it wasn't an easy game.
Well, I'll tell you, this spawning pool is in a precarious placement as he would need to lay down that, or when he lays down that extractor, he's going to have a hard, it's going to be a little bit inefficient mining there from that spawning pool in that placement right there, because it is a little bit of a wall.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he did that. I mean, these are master level players. They don't do anything, or at least most of the things they do is not random. We see a spine crawler coming up. I think it is the Spanishiwa build, and those two overlords are in the map already. One of them is going to be spotting for a natural, and the other one is on his own natural, and the third one is actually just spotting the high ground just in case anything comes in. So yeah, this should be interesting.
Pylons or anything, yeah, it's always good to keep overlords everywhere. We are seeing the sentry being the second unit outside of Lukek's gateway, and Lukek is now getting actually a second sentry out of his first gateway here. Also getting that warp technology and chrono boosting that out, not going for any type of early expansion or anything, but actually, you know what, just as I say it, he lays down his expansion. Here comes that Nexus, and it's going to get blocked off from the Zergling first off, and this sentry is going to have to deal with this Zergling as it continues to run around and try to thwart off that building. And it looks like Lukek will be a little bit delayed on laying down his Nexus from the timing that he wanted originally, but he will get that down, and just in time for Warp Tech to finish up, and now he will be able to turn these three gateways into warp gates and warp in as many units as he can.
Now, that early gas steal has actually hindered Lukek's play, because he was intending on going for the 3-gate expand right off the bat, but you can see that he's got too few sentries because he didn't have that second geyser for such a long time. And in the income tab, we see that there are 31 Zerg harvesters to 22 of Protoss harvesters. So this is very interesting. But both towers, actually they've exchanged towers. Look at that. They're like, you can take my tower, I'll take your tower. And they're, okay, fine with me. And we see the Forge and fourth gateway going down as well. And sentries just hang out and scouting around the base itself. We saw those two sentries in the back and two pylons being placed in the back as well to lock off that choke, because you don't want root surprises coming your way when you've got an expansion there.
That's right. Now let's take a look at what's going on in Elven Lite's base. Elven Lite is throwing down a couple more spine crawlers, feeling a little bit wary about that attack that's going to be incoming soon. Now he has not even started metabolic speed boost for the Zerglings. He's actually going to lair right now after throwing down double evolution chambers, and we do see more and more queens coming out from Elven Lite. So Elven Lite is playing quite well. He's defending up, and he's getting the queens in case any type of air aggression comes into his base, which he will not have to worry about because there is no Stargate out for Lukek.
Yeah, and Elven Lite actually scouts with an overlord that just got picked off as we were talking there. And it's very interesting seeing this type of play, because the game is evolving. Oh yes. It really is. People are changing their styles. It's I'm not seeing as many rushes, for example, on the ladder. You know, people are learning how to play different styles, and the traditional gameplay when we started playing and what we're seeing now is absolutely different. It's so, like, we got the 3-center expand, the Forge expand, Spanishiwa build, the Speedling expand into, an expansion first and going into a Baneling bus, two base Baneling bus. Those are a lot of lings, man, gotta say.
Definitely a lot of lings without any metabolic speed boost, but that is on the way and 90% finished. Lair has finished as of now, and it looks like level 1 melee attack upgrade and armor or carapace upgrade is on the way from Elven Lite at the moment. And Elven Lite's actually going to find a great window here. He's going to push right into that natural expansion, and as he pushes in, we see that Lukek has already pulled all of his units out and now pulling them back to his base. These Zerglings have wings now as metabolic speed boost has finished. What will he try to take off? It looks like he's going to try to get the hell out of there, because this giant force from Lukek is just, you know, aiming down those Zerglings, and it looks like most of the Zerglings will get off. Some force fields did get wasted there from Lukek, and it looks like more Zerglings will go out and continue to be produced as we do see Elven Light throwing down that Spire.
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing play there, and we can see that Elven Light is keeping up with info. He's just poked into the base with an Overseer to check out what's happening, and Lukek is actually just going to push right now. He's trying to expand, but there's Zerglings in his base, and he's just going to decide to ignore it, and he's going to try and get into that. But there's so many Spine Callers, there's so many Lings. Those are very ineffective force fields, at least the first few, and those Lings are going to pick off a lot of those units, and oh my god, transfuses on those Spine Callers. One falls, but you know what? So much has been lost.
Yeah, and
Protoss has actually lost 2,400 resources, while Elven Light has just lost 1,800. So this push has been very successful. And you know what? During that time, there were lots of probes that got killed in the back as well.
And speaking of lots of probes, that count is up to, or he's only up to 24 probes currently right now for Lukek. So Lukek is in a little bit of a dire situation as he needs to pump out those probes as fast and as heavy as he can. It's good that he pulled back and didn't pursue into Elven Light's base, but look at this, dude. A whole army of Mutas, 11 Mutalisks moving across the field now. Level 1 Flyer attack upgrade on the way, and Elven Light may lose this Overseer, but as that Overseer passes, he gets these Mutalisks right by, and he's going to go right up into the main base of Lukek, and Lukek's going to need to do some heavy defense here. He's going to lose quite a bit of probes in this struggle. As these probes go down, let's go ahead and take a look at that probe count as it starts to dwindle down to the 0.
He does pull back, and he has a couple of cannons, but you know what? That's not going to be enough. Oh my god, look at that. He's put a Changeling in the choke.
That's right, he has.
That is hilarious, I have to say. A lot of his workers die. He's down to 13 to the 50 harvesters that are on the field I keep missing out on how whoever the Zerg player is, man. He's picking behind right now. Oh my god, look at that Changeling!
It's actually blocking the forces of Lukek to get in there. That is a phenomenal thing to see. And we see that Changeling blocking those, blocking these forces from attacking those Mutalisks. The Zerglings go in, start to do some damage, and will pull back because they are losing their lives. And we see that Changeling is now dead. And we'll have to see what's going to happen as Lukek is way behind, sitting at 9 probes, dude.
I think this should be GG. He's losing his Nexus. He's decided to give up on his Nexus. I'm not really sure what his decision making is right now. And 1 second.
That's fine. We do have 24 more Zerglings on the way as to meet the numbers of the Zerglings that are out already to face the forces of 12 Zealots, 10 Sentries, and 4 Stalkers. I'll tell you, Lukek really needs to do some heavy damage right now. There's a macro hatch that is out for Elven Light. There's been so much action inside of Lukek's base, we haven't been able to pay attention. Elven Light also has another macro hatch. He's got 3 or 4 hatcheries inside of his expansion and
look at
his
those
main
force fields, man.
Yes, those force fields worked out quite well as those Zerglings had to move all the way around this little choke point just to meet up with these forces. And it looks like these Zerglings are going to take out the rest, and Lukek is going to throw out the GG. We're going to get a Zerg victory for our first game.
This is my world. No more games. The evolution continues.
All right, and yes, it is a little bit cold in my house. But, regardless, we're going to keep going, as always. We're going to be getting into another game very soon. Let me go ahead and turn on some music while we wait. And let's see here. I might need to change up this list a little bit. This one seems alright. Let's listen. And yes, the Swedish powerhouse! Elven Light takes the win, pushes forward. And currently just trying to get into another game here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the brackets as of now. It is a beard, not a floating head, not a scarf, but a beard. It looks like there's one match going into round 3 as of now. Effect is going to fight Olinors in round number 3. Oh, I always...
got an invite. Join in on me,
Fantastic.
man. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's good. I was just throwing out filler. Always down to get interrupted for a game. All right. Well. We've got a TVP going on right here, right now. WiseEye against Die Kartoffel.
Yeah, we've casted WiseEye a couple of times. He's a fan of Imba TV. He is a fellow Imbalonian, so it should be fun to see him play again. And we know what he does. He goes mech.
He likes that mech play. Definitely.
Die Kartoffel.
Die Kartoffel.
Yeah, it's the potato.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. And I think
Wow, that's hilarious.
I think we're all ready to go. Let's go ahead and look at these stats. As Die Kartoffel is sitting in rank number 38 of this Platinum League. WiseEye is sitting rank number 5 from the Master League, and WiseEye is from the Netherlands as well as an Imbalonian himself. All right, let's roll. Let's get this going. The countdown has begun. We're moving on. This TVP is commencing. Xel'Naga Caverns is the map. All right, everybody, welcome and thanks for joining us here at Imbalance.tv, where everything is Imba. We've got another game right here as we bring you non-stop StarCraft action. And we see that WiseEye is sitting down here at the bottom of Xel'Naga Caverns as the purple Terran, and up here at the top is Die Kartoffel, who is spawning as the blue Protoss, and he is up at the top and saying that Terran is OP. Says the Toss. Everybody thinks everything is imbalanced here on Tara. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say about it, but that's why we named ourselves Imba TV, because everything is goddamn imbalanced.
Yeah, I do agree with that, and it's so much fun watching this game. I can't get enough. I've never done something for so many months, for so much time every day, and not gotten bored of it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I agree. It looks like Die Kartoffel will send out his first probe scout, going across the map, hitting that high yield area, not actually touching that Xel'Naga watchtower, but he did go after laying down that first pylon. And after the first scouting supply depot was out by WiseEye, he's sending out his scout, and they both bro-fist as they pass each other on that ramp. And WiseEye is building a barracks now and will be seen by Die Kartoffel.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, last time when we casted a game, WiseEye placed a supply depot back there, and it saved his life. Turned out into one of the more epic games we've ever casted. You remember that one?
I definitely do. It's quite fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see something go down with WiseEye with that supply depot. Maybe it will help him overall. It's always good to place those supply depots down in the back, and it looks like WiseEye is going to go ahead and try to steal some minerals here. And yep, that's exactly what he does. And there is a simulator down and the first gateway down as well. And nicely timed command center, or orbital command, I mean, going down from WiseEye as well. You think we're going to see a 4-gate here going down against WiseEye on this?
It doesn't look very likely. He's not... Actually, it might be. We're going to see some form of aggression because he is saving that chrono boost.
That's right.
And WiseEye is actually killing a probe right now. Oh my god, the scouting probe has fallen. And it's going to be a Zealot out as a first unit. And the Zealot actually ignores it. Where is it going? The Zealot is actually going to go straight for WiseEye's base.
Oh, wow.
This